When you sell, why do you list the products that you sell instead of capturing the prospect's attention with your story? I just met with a financial advisor today, and keep in mind, I was the prospect. And what happened next blew my mind. Hi, I'm Christine Harrington, the Savvy Sales Lady, and I'll tell you the rest of that story right after this. So I met with a financial advisor today, and he blew my mind, and this is why. We sat down for a meeting, and right away, he launched into all of his products and services his firm provides to his clients. He listed off whole life, term life, universal life, variable annuities, stocks, bonds. Well, you get the picture. I asked him if he starts all his presentations this way, and he proudly told me he does. Now, I understand all of those products because I have 4 decades of working in the insurance industry, but I couldn't help to think, what if I was Penny Prospect sitting in front of him, a school teacher that's coming up on retirement? Chances are she would not have understood most of those products he listed off. Most people in the general public don't. Penny Prospect probably would have left that meeting not buying a thing because she felt overwhelmed and confused. She would probably think this sounds so complicated. What is a universal life policy anyhow, and what's that got to do with term? Penny Prospect probably is only concerned with a couple of things, and that is she's closing in on retirement. She doesn't have enough saved. So her question is simple. How can you help me? Her second question probably will be, and have you done any financial planning with someone like me? Simple, right? And yet, everyday salespeople complicate the process so much. In a minute, I'll tell you what I ended up doing. Think of Superman, Spider-Man, and Duck Dynasty. What do they have in common? Well, Superman and Spider-Man are superheroes, and Duck Dynasty is just a good story. But seriously, all good stories have 2 key elements. The first one is a serious challenge. And the second key element is learning from the serious challenge. Based on those 2 key elements in good storytelling, can you understand why most companies' stories fail? That's because their story usually goes something like this. I'm XYZ Company, and we were founded in 1955. When we broke ground on our first brick and mortar store, Now, it can be an impressive story of growth and expansion, but there's one problem. The story has the wrong hero. The hero is not you, it's not your product, it's not your company, and it's certainly not that product brochure. So then you're probably saying, well, who is the hero then, Christine? Do you give up? The prospect is the hero of their own story. According to the book You Inc., if you want prospects to identify with your story, you must do what great storytellers do. Make that person identify with your hero. If you make yourself the hero of the story, your prospect will never identify with you, your product, or your company. So lay your ego aside because you can never be the hero. Instead, the prospect is their own hero. Why? Because they're not interested in helping you get your next sale so you can hit your monthly sales goal. Your goals are not their problems. People identify with themselves. They simply want their issues and problems solved. They want their life to improve, not help you make your mortgage payment. So what does the ideal story sound like? It puts the prospect in the shoes of the hero and puts some pain around the challenges the issues and the problems the prospect faces. Could be financial issues. It could be about retirement. It could be about health issues. It could be that this person wants a second career after they've retired, but they don't have enough money saved yet. The good story shows how the prospect overcame those challenges and creates a happy ending. The best stories you can tell are not about you, but they're about your prospects and clients. Tell stories that make your prospects and clients the hero, and then help the prospects and clients identify with their own story. Then they'll see how you have helped them. Put the prospect and the audience you're talking to, whether it's your client or the prospect, not you, in the hero's shoes. You remain the director of the story. So how do you begin the story? So I've been taking another writing course, and the very first key element in writing is the very first sentence you write. The very first sentence, whether you're writing a book, an article, or a sales presentation, must help the listener or the reader be eager to read the second sentence. Then your second sentence must be compelling enough to make the reader or listener eager to hear the third sentence, and so on. The first 10 words in the written word, or whether you're speaking them in a sales presentation, are the most important 10 words you'll ever speak. How do you write this key sentence? Over and over and over again until it's riveting. Give the prospect a reason to be eager to listen to you. But don't give away the ending of the story. If you were reading a book, would you want the author to give away the ending of the story in chapter 1? No, you'd have no reason to continue reading the book. The same with the prospect. If you give the ending away too early, in other words, you're rushing the sell, they have no reason to listen. Just remember this: if you spend an hour writing a presentation, spend 2 hours crafting your first sentence. Grab them into the story immediately. So spend time creating those lead first lines. Now, back to my story. How did it end? I simply told the financial advisor I had heard enough, and I got up and left. Ouch, I know. Now I hope this video helped you to learn how to grab the prospect's attention immediately. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd like to invite you to subscribe and hit the notification bell so it'll alert you every time I upload a video. But more importantly, remember this: sales is a journey. It's not a quick trip around the block. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.